And hello, true art believers, and welcome to tonight's live art stream. And I hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing pretty good myself. Thanks for asking, by the way. Anyways, this is Pierson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world. I hope you're doing well. And you are watching 400 Days of Drawing. Today is day 384. Oh my goodness. We're nearing the end. Am I going to have to add another 100 days to make it 500 days of drawing? I think so. So today we're going to be doing we're pivoting again. I pivot on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday where I work on some old portrait drawings that I never finished, and this one's going to take a while. Obviously, you're not going to see a lot. Really, you're not going to see anything really exciting happening for this drawing until I'm done with the dress area. It's just the way it is. It's just going to be a super slow thing. I decided that I'm going to do the dressed area in a grid-like fashion. I don't know why. I think it's kind of crazy, but I decided to make it hard on myself. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to drawing a little bit today. How about that? Alrighty then. Let's kind of recap. Before I begin, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna use the word drawing lightly. It's more like I'm gonna be like feathering or airbrushing like abstract squares for about 25 minutes or so. So I'm not really going to be drawing per se. I'm going to be working on some grid areas, and yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to talk about a few things. I don't know. I might talk about a few things. Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know. Ever know. Anyways, let's kind of get started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in really close to this area here, all the way in this little bitty corner, right about here. So you can kind of see where the areas like the area that I worked on and the area. So as you can see, look, this is right here. I'm going to remove it. That's the photo, and then this is what this is not the photo. So I'm going to be working on I don't know, somewhere over here, whatever area, whatever spot looks like I haven't really worked on. I'm going to work there. Okay, where am I? Let's boom. There we go. I think this is the area that I last stopped on. So we're going to kind of move on to that area. Am I in the right spot? Dress copy. Oh yeah. Yes, I'm in the right spot. So we have this one and we have this one. Yeah. All right. Just trying to see where I'm at because it's I don't work on this every day. And I'm going to basically be working in this area and just kind of getting a likeness, you know. Nothing too fancy. Just taking the local tones. I'm going to copy this area, the tone from my photo, and use that as a source like a source color there. And it's just really boring. I'm not gonna lie. This is boring, 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 boring. Because I'm just kind of copying this square here, you know, really boring stuff. And yeah, it's super boring. Nothing really exciting is coming from this. Really boring drawing technique. But I'm just looking at this square right here. And yeah, just looking at this square. Actually, what I might do is I might make a layer right above the dress here. And label it like X's to I'll get like a red pencil or something and write and just put an X on the square that I've done so far. I might do that. So let's do that real quick. Just kind of get a little red area, and let's put B here. I think We've done that, done that, done that. Yeah, we've done that. But these feel a little bit kind of rough, so we're gonna go back over here. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know really. I think this is okay. Let's see here. Anyways, I'm getting a little too micro for this. Let's kind of close this out. And we're gonna go back to the dress area, the dress layer, and we're just gonna soften this all up. So all of this, I'm probably gonna start from right here. Man, I don't know. It's been a weird day for reals. It's been a weird, weird, weird day. I don't know. It's been a weird day. It's so nice out that it's kind of like just it's really it's throwing my it's throwing my A game off. Like I don't know what to do. Like when it's so nice out, like I want to go outside and do some things. Just kind of spend time outside because it's been such cruddy weather, that like if I have an opportunity to go outside, I want to go outside. And the problem with that is I'm not getting the things that I need to get done. But I am enjoying myself. So it's like a double-edged sword. Like I'm enjoying myself, having a nice time outside because I think we're like meant to be outside. Like I literally do. Like I feel like we are like constructed to kind of like spend our time outside, not kind of hanging out inside. And yeah, I was felt really guilty about. Let's see here. There we go. I felt really guilty about like going outside, and I shouldn't feel guilty. I really shouldn't. You know, I shouldn't feel guilty for going outside. And the reason why is because I'm always doing things, right? I'm always doing things. Let's see here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm always doing things yet, but I still don't. I don't really know what I'm doing. I tell you what I'm doing though, like weird, odd with this is I'm kind of my tones are all off everywhere. Like I think what I'm doing is hyper exaggerating some of the value ranges, not intentionally. Well, maybe a little bit intentionally. I don't know. That's for sure. But yeah, this is a really boring thing to do. It's like it's really really boring. It's a slow process, and you don't see much occurring in the time frame that you'd like. You know, it's just one of these things that you. That's why I don't like doing grid drawings, but I decided to do it for this part only to kind of get back into to drawing this piece. And the reason why is because I wanted to I wanted to get back into it, but not be afraid of it. So one way of me kind of mitigating this weird fear that I'm having with the drawing has been to kind of um just to kind of what do you call it? Uh do a process that is very kind of step by step. It's very simple. It doesn't require a lot of it does require some thinking, right? It does require like you had to have some eyesight. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not gonna be. What I was gonna say. I'm not gonna be honest at all. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not thinking right now. Unfortunately, that's kind of a bad thing. Don't you need to be thinking when you're drawing? Yeah, a little bit. And that's one of the nice things about doing this type of like drawing styles. You can kind of get away from thinking. You're just you're just kind of trying to you're just trying to capture the the tones. And notice how I'm kind of exaggerating everything, like it's darker than it really is. I want it to be a like exaggerated version of what it really is. 'Cause I want it to be, I want the tones to be brighter than some areas, right? I'm gonna save it. I want the tones to be brighter, and I want the dark tones to be darker. So I'm kind of playing around with contrast here a little bit. Um, yeah, I don't know what I was going to talk about today. I was going to talk about something really important. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about a lot lately, but I don't know if I have the like words at the moment to describe what I'm thinking. And then I got distracted on YouTube. The thing about setting up these live streams is like you have to interface with YouTube to set up the live stream. And when you're logging in on YouTube, right, you tend to kind of get distracted with all the videos that you have that are kind of just popping up in the feed. You're like, oh gosh, go away. Like I'm trying to do something moderately like productive today. Can't you just take a rain check? YouTube, I don't need this distraction at the moment. I need to kind of focus a little bit. Um, like get away here. I gotta do a few things and so forth. And so I just like kept clicking videos and I kept exiting them because their videos are too long. Like I didn't want to finish any of the videos because if I tried finishing all the videos, I'd be up all night, you know. So I decided to just like stop and go to and to try to um, salvage the rest of my night. I just tried to salvage it a little bit, right? And so that's what I'm trying to do. I was trying to salvage my night, and I to some instance I kind of to some extent I did salvage it, right? Because I'm still doing the live stream. If I didn't salvage it, I wouldn't have done the live stream. But I was on a roll for something. Like I listened to this quote or this like a small little short video that I thought was really not like it was inspirational, but not like I guess it was inspirational, right? I guess it was inspirational, even though I don't like saying that. Sounds kind of weird to say, oh, I was really inspired. But it had some really unique points. And it was talking about how to do dishes, you know? And he's like, the key to doing dishes is that you just do one dish at a time. But he was like, okay, that sounds a little bit like simple. But then he kind of explained it more thoroughly, saying like, you may have a pile of dishes, but at that point in time that you're doing those dishes, you only have one dish to do. Like there's only one dish to do at that time, right? You don't have a mountain of dishes. You have one dish. And I was thinking about that, and I've been trying to think about how I can kind of incorporate that mentality to like just in everything that I'm doing in life, right? Because you don't have like right now, I don't have a whole drawing to do. I just have one square that I have to do at this moment. I don't have a whole drawing. I just have one square, right? I just have to do one square in my drawing. And through doing one square at a time, you you will get a decent drawing, especially if you're doing a grid drawing. Um, and there's something like oddly soothing or calming about that. Yeah, there's something oddly calming about the fact that you're just doing one thing at a time. So I'm only having to do one square at a time, but like through time, I'm able to accomplish a drawing. And so there's something, it's yeah, using grids, it's like what you're doing essentially is you're looking at you're not looking at the drawing or looking at the image as you're not looking as at the image. You're looking at the square. Like right here, I'm looking at the square here or this square. And basically, you're just trying to recreate that square. You're not looking at a figure or an object. You're mainly just kind of looking at the value, like the shading and the tones. So that's why it's a nice little strategy because I'm not looking at this figure. I'm not looking at this. I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the entire thing. I'm looking at one square only, and I'm trying to get it close enough that it looks like that square. You know, with some artistic license. Obviously, these things. This right here is mine. This is the square of the photo, and I could soften all this up. You know, I probably should soften it up. The problem is when I'm talking, I kind of get distracted a lot and I'm not really focusing. That's the thing about doing these like drawings live is like you almost go at like a quarter of the speed. Um as if I was doing this by myself, I would get so much more done. Yeah, you're like you ever see those Xerox those people that do those drawings that are like printers where they're just working at like one line at a time. Um, in this instance, you're working in at one square at a time. Um, I don't know how to. I would have to. I'm not equipped to like give a demo on this with this drawing, but I guess it's just really hard to understand. Oh my gosh! Oh no! Are we glitching out again? That's what happens when I zoom in and out. Is like my file stops doing what it's doing. So I got to exit out of it and go back into it. Yay. I don't know why it does that. Photoshop is kind of silly. So where was I? Yeah. So I'm just basically kind of copying each square. So right here is the photo, and this is my square. This is the photo. This is my square. And it's just kind of like I'm almost sometimes you'll see me use the what am I using? I don't even know the eyedrop tool. Gosh. Photoshop. Yeah, Photoshop is it's been hearing bad things from professionals and I can see why. They've been having some issues. They're like, "I don't like the updates." And it's all cloud-based now, so that's probably one reason why I have troubles because I'm doing a live stream but also using Photoshop, which is using their software online, which also might be the reason why it's slowing it down. Don't know why. I don't have. I'm not really a techie, so I can't really give like a reason why it's doing that. I'm just assuming that's what's happening when I'm doing it. It's like why is it going so slow? I'm probably because I'm using all my internet, all like my available bandwidth I have available just to like live stream, and now I'm wondering why it's going so slow. And think, well, that's probably why you don't have enough internet. It's kind of funny how you say it when you say it like that. Like you don't have enough internet. Like, what do you mean you don't have enough internet? I just don't have enough. Like, how do you get more of it? Well, you buy more. Like, what do you mean? Do you own more internet? Is it like I mean, oh, you mean faster internet? Yes, I need faster internet. Yeah, these drawings take so long to do because you're just working on one square at a time, and when you're doing a live like this, it's just I'm absolutely slow. Um, if I'm doing these things by myself, I think if you would know since you're doing it, you're an artist yourself. You know that when you're doing things by yourself, like you're drawing by yourself, you're going much faster. I don't like when you're drawing live and you're trying to talk at the same time. there's gonna be a little bit of like you're gonna go a lot slower, you know. And I typically do go a lot slower. That's for sure. And it's kind of sucks because it makes this whole process really boring online. But it's my only way of doing it. Really, it's like it's the only way I can make time to do it. And I've just kind of this relegated this time to do a live stream, live art, like drawing live. I can be honest with you though, like I see a lot of artists draw live, and like I'm just amazed at how fast they are. But I don't. I think though, like when I watch a lot of them, they're not talking. Like I think they have like I see a lot of them have like they have like assistants, like answering questions. You know, I've seen some of that. And they're like, oh man, I was wondering. They have like assistants talking and answering questions, and I'm like, oh, no wonder they're able to get a drawing done real fast because they're not even talking. They're just drawing the entire time, and then they're depending on like the background music. I'm like really afraid of like doing background music because I'm afraid I'm gonna get like flagged for copyright infringement or something, so I don't even do it. I did it every once in a while when I first started, but it was like, yeah, am I gonna get flagged? I mean, maybe if I was um, a much bigger like YouTuber or something, I think that would be flagged. I know I wouldn't be flagged on Twitch. Twitch tends to not flag anyone for anything, apparently. You know, I don't know if I'm lagging again, but we'll see. Nope, I'm not. um, I'm not even looking at the what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I used to have music playing in the background, but it was kind of hard to set it up because I'd find out later on that like, oh, you can't do that, and then like the video was flagged, and I was like, oh, great, thanks. What? You're definitely not copyright free music. You lied to me, YouTube channel. And that's what I would do. I'd go to YouTube channels and find like copyright free music, and do that, and then all of a sudden I'd find out that they're not so copyright. Try drawing in an anime style. Hmm. Let's. Oh yeah, to go faster. I'd probably like. Yeah, I could probably go fast. I probably could do something pretty good. But I'm still like I'm a slow artist. I'm really slow live. I just really am. I just can't seem to draw fast live, no matter how hard I try. Um, but yeah, the anime style, like I think the reason why I'm so slow is I just don't know the software. I don't know Photoshop that well. Like I know it, but I don't know it at all. I literally don't. So that's why I don't try using anime style. Like I probably should though. Um, I haven't done anime. Like I'll do like anime eyes in my sketchbook, but I don't really draw like full anime characters. Again, I think it has to do with like I just don't understand them as like I just don't understand anime. Like I do understand it, like I've watched it, you know, but like I don't I don't get it. It's like comic art. I can do comic art decent, and I say decent very I'm giving myself a good like handicap. I really am. I'm being extra generous with how like when I say decent, I'm like I'm probably garbage. Like really. But I'm okay at it. You know, I'm not like Marvel's not gonna be hiring me, but I can do it decently enough and be like, yeah, I can draw Wolverine or something, you know. But I'm not like known for it, you know. Obviously, I'm not known for anything other than like just drawing. If anything else, probably I'm known for if I continued painting, I'd be known for painting bodybuilders and hamburgers. Yeah, I'd be known for that. But outside of that, no. Let's zoom out for a second. Yeah, this looks okay. Notice how like I'm off quite a bit on these squares. I think it's because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It might be because I'm trying to exaggerate some of the value tones a little bit, and I'm trying to be consistent with that. And because of that, I don't want it to be as soft as this because as you can see, it's really blurry, and I'm trying to give it a little bit of artistic license, I guess. I don't know. And the reason why is because if I tried to do it verbatim, like I try to copy it verbatim, I think I'd be going a lot slower. Um, just kind of feathering everything that I'm doing with the drawing. I would be feathering everything, the tones and so forth. So I decided to kind of like push the tones a little bit more than what they really look like in person or what they really look like in the photo. Um, yeah, it is what it is. You know what? I hate that phrase. I've said that so many times lately, but I've talked to some people. Talked to my neighbor. I was saying like he said like it is what it is, or like I don't know, like what are you gonna do? Like the whole "it is what it is" phrase really annoys me because I used to work in warehouses, and I would hear that phrase all the time when my manager or a coworker, uh, um, or like when something unexpected happened that shouldn't have happened because someone dropped the ball. Everyone's like, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Like, yeah, this shouldn't happen. We should start setting a precedent that we shouldn't allow these things to happen over and over again and just make an excuse afraid like make an excuse and use the phrase it is what it is. Like, no, no, it is not what it is. That you just you're just like passing the problem over, and I hate that phrase because that's what it was. It was like people just like dropping the ball on something and they were passing the problem over to someone else and they push the blame onto someone else and they say, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Like, oh, thanks, dude. Um, you just gave me 3 hours of work. I really do appreciate you. Um, yeah, it is what it is. And I'll tell you what it is. It sucks. That's what it is. And this sucks. You know it. I know it. So don't use that phrase. That annoys the heck out of me. Uh, it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. I just didn't like it. It was used over like just too much. You know, it was used too much, and I didn't like it. It's one of those things. All right, kind of do something like this. So I'm exaggerating these tones. Like there's a subtle gray tone here, but I'm not doing it that light, unfortunately. And that's what's happening here. So there we go. Kind of lighten it up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna lighten this up like this. And that's one of those things about doing these type of drawings is like it's hard to kind of this gray stuff. These tones are so like subtle that I'm like losing sight of where I'm at, you know? Can you see what I'm talking about? Like they're so subtle that it's hard to tell where you're at. And so that's where I struggle at with this. And I only got about 30 minutes. So before what I'm going to do is I'm right here. I'm going to make some X's, some little dash lines on another layer before I move on with it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make some dash lines and yeah, that's how it's gonna be. It is what it is, bro. What are you gonna do? I never liked that phrase. Please don't ever say that in front of me. Like, especially if there's a job where like I'm having to do a job and it just sucks. All right, so that's it for the day. you know, as I said, really not a lot um that I've accomplished. Just kind of I think I did like I worked on these squares and I think these squares are kind of done, right? I might move around from here, but next tomorrow I'm gonna work on these squares, and I might move back a little bit, but I want to get within this week. I want to get this line done and move on to the next line. Um, and that's what it is. This is a slow process. That's one of the problems with like grid drawings. It only works if you can sit down and really spend a long, long, long time on it, right? If you could spend 10 hours, 3 hours, if I had 3 hours of uninterrupted time, I'd get this done. Like easy peasy. And my goal, one of my goals was to do that. I wanted to do that. Um, I just never got to that. Like I wanted to spend some extra time outside of these live streams working on this portrait, but like I even when I'm scheduling time, I just can't seem to factor it in. Anyways, that is it for the day. I am done. I gotta get going. It's been 30 minutes. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for talking with me. That was kind of nice. It was really a good break from what I normally get, which is dead silence. And I really do appreciate you stopping by. And I must get going. It's been a day. I got a few things to wrap up before I go to bed. And I wish you all the best. Cheers.